We got a couch.
Cool thing, it pulls out. I know.
He gets out there fucking.
What's wrong with you?
You know what I'm saying?
Ladies and
I was-
gentlemen.
Finally gets it right.
Yep.
Well, I couldn't say boys this time.
I know, but I thought you were
Wouldn't
going
have been
to.
correct.
You know what? You weren't here last
Politically
week, and I
correct.
said it, and Emma was here, and I was like, oh, I didn't even notice.
He fucked it all up.
I did. But anyways, welcome, Meredith and
Yeah.
Christian.
Thank
Hello,
you.
hello.
Hello.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. From Undefeated.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. Let's get right into it, guys. So, siblings in a band. You also have a younger sibling in the band as well?
Yes, our younger sister. I'm the oldest of 6, so she's actually 4th in line.
You're the oldest of 6?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Where do you fall, Christian?
Eldest son. So
Oh.
right after her.
Oh, okay. Nice. Eldest son.
Eldest
Oh,
son.
so we
The
got
fir-
the favorites.
The first one sacrificed. I'd watch out. I wouldn't claim that. You know? It's like, I'm in the middle. You know? But no. So that's awesome. So what made you guys want to start like being in a band, anyways? How long has it been going on? You know?
About 5.5 years, 6 in August, I believe.
Oh, wow.
I went through a lot of things where people were like, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Oh, why are you doing that? You know?
Mhm.
And then I was in a youth group at my church, and they had 2 bands come in from Massachusetts. And the promoter of one of those bands saw me play and was like, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to encourage you. So he invited me to his festival up in Massachusetts. And I was 14, and my mom was like, who are you, and what do you want with my 14-year-old
Right,
daughter?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we thought the worst thing that could happen was, you know what I'm saying?
She said it.
The worst thing that could happen was we didn't go again, right?
Mhm.
And so we went, and something clicked. There was rock, metal, reggae, jazz, all sorts of genres, and I knew that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And Christian drummed a little, so I said, want to start a band?
And
Yes.
he said yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And then
yes.
we had
He's like, do I
another-
have to audition?
It's like when, yeah. And when's practice? I'm right upstairs.
yeah.
Exactly.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So you've been the drummer since the inception, then?
yes.
Because you have had a couple, or has there just been one interchanging member? Like you
One
guys had
interchanging.
Yeah,
before
we
your
had-
younger sister joined the band,
yeah,
right? There
we
was
had
somebody else,
another
right?
bassist for 4 years, and then we started
was a while.
traveling. Yeah, it was a long time. We started traveling more and more, and he just didn't want to do that. And my younger sister was like, "I'll do it." When we were looking for a bassist, by the way, she didn't play any instrument. We were like, "You don't play anything, but sure, you can try." Right? Here's my old bass. You have fun with it, right?
Here's 4
Yeah.
root notes, like just,
Yeah.
just pluck along, you know what I'm saying?
Literally, but in a month and a half, she was cruising.
Good.
You know, and I was like, "Why would I not use what's in my own house?"
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
So,
Oh yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's
So
awesome.
when did you guys start coming like up this area? Like what? Because you guys are from Lowville, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. When did you
Yeah.
guys start coming up to like Watertown area?
Oh
Or
man, you
down
know what's
or
funny?
over or
We
whatever.
play more out of state
Yeah,
than we
out of
do
state.
anywhere near here.
Mhm.
So I don't know. We probably started playing our first show in Watertown maybe
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yes.
What was
Okay.
the- what was?
Boom.
Where was the first place you played?
I couldn't tell you.
Really? Have you
Dude.
guys
Oh,
played?
you mean first?
No,
in
in Watertown.
In
Like,
Watertown.
yeah, what
I
was the-
couldn't tell you in Watertown. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you guys played a
Dude.
decent
I
bit of
want to
shows?
say I want to say it would be like a restaurant. Like
Probably. That sounds right.
Denny's.
I saw so
Fucking so Denny's.
Exactly what I was thinking.
so I don't know if it was 94 Rock or if it was the promoter that on his Facebook page that I saw you guys first, but you guys had just released Cages, I think.
yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that actually sounds wicked sweet. And I saw you guys were playing in town, so I went and checked it out by myself. It was like 42 degrees outside, out in the middle of like this big field. That
Oh,
could,
that
Oh
was the
my god!
Anti-Violence.
Anti-violence. Yes.
Yes.
So freaking cold
That
that,
was the
day.
coldest show we ever
so,
played.
So I pull up. I pull up and I'm like it's freezing, so I'm sitting in my car. I'm like I'm gonna wait till this like Undefeated band because I don't really care who else is going out there. So I'm sitting in my car and like these 2 girls pull up in like this SUV like next to me, and I was like whatever. Next thing you know, it's those 2. It was Meredith and her sister, and so I'm out. Dude, this field could have hosted 35,000 people, and there
It was
was
a
like
big field.
9 people in the
Yeah.
crowd.
But we're talking.
Anti-violence.
It was
It was like
freezing.
30 something degrees.
Yeah.
I'm like, and she's just shredding like lick after lick. I'm like, how are her fingers like not frozen?
They
solid?
weren't. They were frozen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
I missed so many things. I turned to Christian because he had a whole solo at the end of that show. He's like, I can't do it. I can't
My
do
fingers literally like stopped, and I was like, I think I was wearing a cutoff that day, and I don't
Yeah.
even know why. I was like, this is so dumb.
Not only was it cold, it was like raining.
Raining,
It
yeah.
was like cold
it. Yeah.
rain.
Right when I stepped on the egorizer, I was getting hit with sleet, and
Yep.
I was like, No, we are never taking a show after
So
September
punk rock.
1st outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually did. We had a band meeting after that. We were like, after this date, no more outdoor shows.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
like said it,
Well, in
and
The
upstate New York, at least.
I always hated
right.
the outside shows when it was like sunny and like noon, because then you're trying to tune the guitar and it's all like LEDs. You can't even see your
Yes.
you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like, well, I hope it's in, and it's
Yeah.
not.
Tight-
Never
And
is.
it's not,
You're wearing tight black jeans. It's
Sweat.
94 degrees
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what am I doing?
Yeah.
right now?
Oh,
No,
What
yeah,
did I
dude,
get
for sure.
myself into?
No, that's awesome though. I'm glad you guys are siblings in a band, because I'm in a band with my little brother. And
Yeah,
it's
I was
the-
gonna
it's
say
the-
say that,
It's
yeah.
the best thing ever,
It
because you
really
guys
is.
already have sibling chemistry, and the
Yeah.
most important thing as musicians to have is
yeah.
well,
No,
you,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you grow up, you know, you kind of have the same inside jokes. You know, you have
Yeah.
old memories that you can
Yeah.
vibe off and laugh at, and like
Yeah.
it like once you know someone through and through, it is so much easier to make music and bounce ideas off of.
It
You know,
absolutely
it's
is.
like it's so important. It's
And
awesome.
you always come back together. You know, like you can
Yeah.
fight or whatever, but
Yeah.
then in the end,
I was gonna say, it
you
makes
know.
it a little easier to throw a drumstick at him.
Yeah.
He does.
I have before.
I get so mad because it hurts.
It's
So
like Meredith took shotgun on the way here.
yeah.
Whoops the stick head.
You guys are relatively young though. How old are you guys?
19.
Nine-
Sorry, I
20.
didn't see you pointing.
19 and 20, and you guys
Yeah.
have been doing this for like 6 years.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
figure, so 13, 14 years
Yeah.
old, you started just kind of.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are your parents like very influential on you guys, or?
They helped.
Well,
They helped. Like they
He was like,
ran.
absolutely
No,
not.
but they
He goes-
ran. They ran the band when we were younger. Like my dad did sound, my mom ran the merch table. And then the older we've gotten, the more I've taken over the managing side of things.
Okay.
Because my mom would manage us a lot and
Mhm.
book us a lot of different places. 'Cause I didn't want to make phone calls to people.
I'm just curious because you guys do
Yeah.
have professional recorded stuff. Like
Yeah.
it sounds.
Yes.
So who do you guys get your recordings done through? Like how do
So
you do that?
Cages was done through Anthony Hirsch in Watertown when he lived here. He just moved to Alabama. No, Arizona.
yeah, yeah.
Arizona. And
You
then
recognize
right
that name?
now.
I do, Anthony Hirsch, but I
He
not
recorded right
not
now.
as
He
far as sound. You know what I mean?
it was called Fifth Dimension Studios.
Oh, yes.
That's not who I'm thinking. of.
AJ.
Yeah.
Yes.
AJ.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
who we- No way. Is that who I think it is?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
That's crazy. Oh,
Bro.
so how was your experience with AJ then?
Yeah, we liked recording Cages, and then he moved. We were
Yeah.
like, oh.
That's so
Darn,
funny.
back to
So
square one.
literally like probably 8, 9 years ago when Alex and I had wrote our first song, we
Alex
were like,
is your brother?
yeah, sorry. We wrote our first song and we were about to go get it recorded, and we went to AJ and we got like
Nice.
all the guitars tracked. We had it all mapped out, and we never went back. We never did the drums. We
Really?
did the guitar before the drums. We had no idea how to record, you know. And we were just kind of like, we have a song, like we knew what
Yeah.
we wanted to do, knew that we had to get it recorded, and we
Yeah.
went to AJ, and he was awesome. He was
Yeah.
great. We just never finished that song.
Yeah.
But what like our first studio experience was
with him.
yeah, and it
That's
was
awesome.
where did you guys record it? Because when
It
we
was
did
in
it,
Watertown. It
right?
was
But like where at? Was it over on like the Starbuck Avenue, like over that way?
I don't think he kept that studio for very long.
I don't think he did, because
That's-
that's every time I drive by
was
that,
like a
I'm like,
big
that's
warehouse
a studio.
with
It's
like a little
that
section
has-
cut out.
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
No.
It was a house.
Okay.
Like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
right
Oh,
by
okay.
a Sunoco. Yeah.
Does he still have his dog?
Well, that could be
Karma?
any number of 9 different
I never
locations.
saw the dog.
Oh, okay. You guys are allergic, so
But yeah.
maybe he's just considerate.
Uh,
But no, that's
But yeah,
awesome though. That's
we
awesome.
we did that for a song, and then our newest album that came out was done by Chris Kelly, who's the guitarist for Ice Nine Kills.
Or was the
was.
guitarist.
Yeah.
He
You
He just
recorded
stepped
it
down.
through him, or just had it
Recorded,
mixed?
produced everything.
Where did you do that?
We did that in Pennsylvania.
Damn.
We've kind
Yeah.
of traveled all over looking
pretty
for
cool.
studios.
You guys are so
Yeah.
young to be doing all that. Do you fund it yourselves?
Yeah. Yeah, the band's all self-funded. We started when we were younger, though, when we were like, we weren't going to pay ourselves. Everything's going to go into the band
Mhm.
because we know a lot of people who were older and didn't want to put in the money. Like, if they got an opportunity, let's say in Texas, like the biggest show of their lives, they didn't want to take their own money and do that,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And so we kind of were like, well, we don't ever want that to happen. So the money
Mhm.
just started going to the band until it started paying itself, and then slowly started paying us, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's very smart.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
You seem like you have a good mind, like for business about it. Like you know what I mean.
That's
you
what
got,
people say.
You got your ducks in a row. You know, like
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
kind of where
Mom-
the cuts have to be, and
Yeah, Mama's definitely helped out.
Helped, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with that, because she's like the idea person,
Mhm.
I guess. Like she's
She's
like
a businesswoman.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
huge part of it.
So-
You have to have some kind of support system
direction
behind
too.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
like
so
this
we
is what
learned
you
a
guys
lot
should
from
be
her.
doing if this is what you want to do.
and she
kind
really
of thing.
started in because we started the way we grew up was a very church-oriented ministry type of band,
Yeah.
and so it was very you give, right, which
Mhm.
isn't a bad thing, but at the same time, you want to run a business.
Like,
You
that's
want to
not how you run
we
a
want to
business.
make a living off
Right,
of
yeah,
this.
yeah.
You
Right.
know? And so my mom was like, "Oh, it's like anything else. You set it up as a business, like you would a pizza shop. How would
Right.
you do this?" So once we got into that mindset, we're like, "Oh, we're literally running a business." And then it started. We
became
started.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've started taking over more of the managing, more of all that. And as I've gotten older, she's kind of stepped down, which is
Well, it's
really
nice.
cool
You got
to
your own
see
little
it grow.
personal advisor though. So if any
Exactly.
any questions,
yeah,
phone call away.
Yeah.
exactly.
That's awesome.
I mean, we still live at home.
Well, yeah.
a room
well,
away.
either way, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Just open up the door, Ma.
yeah, right.
The meatloaf. Oh, no.
The problem is she doesn't answer like
Right.
all the time.
All the time. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's usually the opposite.
Well, with
The
6
mom's calling
kids,
the
dude, I'd
kids.
learn to
Yes.
tone you guys out too. You know what I'm saying? There's 6 of you running around. You gotta find your happy place.
That's why she helped you set up the band. She's like, the less they bug me, the better. And now she's the businessman. You're like, ah, shit.
This thing
But-
might actually take off.
Yeah,
They might
right.
actually get out of here.
No,
She
that's
said that once she's like, when one of you moves, you're probably all three gonna go because the brother after him is 18 now and is looking to go in the army. So
Yeah.
like I think all 4 of us are probably gonna be out at the same time. She's
Soon,
like,
yeah.
this is weird. When we were on tour the past summer, there was just 2 kids, the 2 babies at home. Which I mean, they're 12 and 14, but they're still the babies because they're the youngest.
Right.
And they
Right.
were like, we went out to dinner like twice because we don't do that with the big family,
well, no,
right?
yeah, not with 6 kids. Yeah,
No,
you
Yeah,
can't.
and so
To
my
me, that's
younger brother was
insane.
texting me. He's like, "Guess what we did without you? We went to Olive Garden."
I didn't go to an Olive Garden until I was 17 years old
I mean, but
with my
yeah,
first
dude.
paycheck.
You should be like, guess what? I just played in front of 4,000 people. So
Yeah.
hi.
You know what's
what I
funny?
mean?
They don't care. Like they literally like, "Oh, you're doing what? Cool. Oh, you met who? Eh."
Yeah, right.
You guys are practicing. Like, can you turn that down? It's 8 p.m.
Oh, you know what's
Can you
fun,
turn
though?
off
They're-
your song on the radio so I can watch Netflix, please? Like,
That's how it is all the time. Like, Declan has no love for anything we do. Like,
Aw, he's
he
cute,
sort
though.
of does.
he tells us we're trash when we play the band.
Well,
He
yeah,
tells
but
us
they
the
find
song
it
is-
normal.
Well, literally, we'll be like laughing after the pod, like hanging out, and he'll walk by. As 6 years old, he'll be like, "You guys aren't cool because you have a podcast," and walk away. And then we were just like, "Ouch! Why did that sting so bad?"
But like, I'm like,
Stings him
how
worse.
do you know how to talk trash like that?
For real. Because he's,
What do
been-
you mean? How do you not know?
'cause he's been hanging out with us his whole life.
Yeah, but we don't say that to him.
I always say,
I
being in
can't
this house.
count on 40 hands all the inappropriate things you've said from him.
Well, yeah, but I don't say that he's not cool. You know what I mean? Like, that hurts.
Yeah,
I
you know what
always,
mean?
I
it
always
stems
say,
from jealousy, is
that
what it is.
Being in this house is like an episode of 2.5 Men in real life,
Oh
and I
my
can't figure
goodness.
out which one of them is Charlie Sheen.
We're both
Gotta
Charlie
be
Sheen.
honest, I
Again,
never
bro,
watched.
they don't know what that is.
Yeah.
You gotta
Two
understand.
blank
You know what's
looks.
funny?
Oh,
Because
man.
I don't even know 2.5 Men. That's such an obscure reference for me to make, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to make it to someone 10 years younger than
Yeah.
me. God, get a
don't
grip,
know.
Jake. God, get your shit together.
So, do you help write lyrics or anything music? Do you play anything but drums?
Sadly,
It sounds like
no.
there's 2 of me.
I have tried many a time.
Meredith doesn't let him write lyrics. She's like, no, I'm writing.
Well,
I'm
actually,
I'm
she
kidding.
doesn't know this, but I've tried before and was like, "This is garbage. I'm never ever gonna show it to anyone ever."
You just burned it.
It was like one day where I I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show Meredith up, and like wrote like 2 words and was like, yeah, this sucks. Nope, trashed it. Went down and just played drums.
You didn't even show her.
No,
Oh,
I had no idea. This is the first time
it was in school, like during study hall, like 9th period. I was like, oh, I got everything done. I'm like, my friends are just goofing off. I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna sit down and be angsty.
Yeah.
right.
Angsty.
No,
Someone
but
comes up, hey, leave me alone.
so actually, I have tried to play guitar like many times in
I gotta
school.
tell the story. He comes home,
I
he's
knew
like-
it was gonna come up.
He was like, I learned these chords. Watch this. This is a C. And bong, like, and it wasn't right. It was
I
hilarious.
missed
thought you
it.
were gonna
I
say, like,
freaking
so
missed
confident
it.
in it.
broke
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
He was so confident that was hilarious.
No, it was like before a show too, so it was like over a PA system. And it was
So,
terrible.
Meredith, do you play drums
I was
at all?
gonna
or
say,
no?
yeah.
No,
Like, I
no,
would have
no.
handed up, like, all right, you think it's so easy? You try. Hand her some drumsticks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tried once. I got 2 days in of your simple like or whatever.
Little boots and cats beat.
And
Yeah, it's
yeah,
basically
my
that, yeah.
my respect for drummers went.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
It was nuts.
Oh,
Even just
I
that
can-
little bit, I was like, holy cow, my brain does not do that.
That's
No, mine either. I can't control.
It's not just your brain.
So
It's your
different
feet
parts
and
of my
your-
body
yeah,
at
you gotta
different
do all
times
sorts
like
of
that. It
different
doesn't
shit,
work.
dude. Drums are hard.
Yeah.
man.
Wicked
are.
hard.
Jake, don't act
Yeah,
like you're
shut
not
up,
tough,
dude.
They're hard
Seriously,
for you
Jake can do
guys.
everything.
Everything.
It's so annoying.
No, well, I was gonna say it's funny because usually, Like, you know, my brother and I, we play a little bit of everything. So
Nice.
it's awesome, though, that you literally only play the drums. And you're like, I need somebody to do the other stuff. And you're like,
Yeah.
I need a drummer.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
just so happens to be the person that's right
In
next
your
door.
house.
That
Right,
you,
yeah,
yeah,
dude.
you
How
know,
cool
that you've
is
lived
that,
with your
man?
whole life.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's
Yeah.
so cool that you guys, you almost kind of like fit
Puzzle
the niche. But
pieces.
yeah, it's like the gears of a clock. Like you all had to kind of line
Yeah.
up to all like do it, you know?
Do you guys come
cool.
from a musical background? Like, are your parents like
Not at
musical?
all.
No.
Our parents were heavy
You
rockers.
just saw some people at like your youth group, and you're like, "Yo, that looks awesome. I want
I
to do
don't
that."
know.
Not even
I don't-
really though.
I was gonna say I don't know how I started. I just know that I started loving it, and I just can't not do it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like that's
Yeah, at
just
this
what
point.
makes me me. You
right.
know.
Yep.
But our parents were both heavy rockers. My dad's favorite, well, heavy rockers for the '80s. There's a lot more metal genres now.
Right.
Yeah.
But like
He was a
loved
big
Kiss.
Kiss fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
really?
But
Yeah.
it was funny because they
Why
were
don't you
like,
guys paint your faces and shit then?
No. Listen, we
She
grew up
does.
without any secular music because my parents had a whole thing where they were like, we're not going to do any music that doesn't honor God or has swear words or bad whatever. And
Oh,
so
tell them not to watch this podcast.
they threw that all out. And so we grew up on, I don't know if you guys know what Kayla is, but it's a very slow contemporary Christian station,
CCM.
and that's
Yep.
it. And we were like, there's got to be more than this, you
Oh
know?
my God.
And so we got harder and harder, and now, like, Christian screams.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, would they
So-
let you listen to bands like Skillet or Switchfoot or
Yeah,
like POD?
yeah.
Like,
We-
you know,
Well,
We
didn't-
found
didn't-
them,
We didn't know
like,
they
in-
existed.
I mean, those are technically Christian rock.
bands,
Right,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
And we didn't know they existed until a couple years ago when we were like, oh my gosh, this is great. And now,
Yeah.
like, we don't label ourselves as like a Christian rock band, but
Mhm.
all of our songs, obviously, it reflects what you believe in.
Yeah.
You know, and we kind of like focus on the good, clean entertainment out to
Yeah, no, for
the
sure.
kids' world. You know what I mean? So
No, you guys do a really good job of that too. But it also still has that same weight and same integrity and that same drive as like an Avenged Sevenfold song. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it still has that
But
same.
that's our goal,
You're ripping
too.
double bass
Yeah.
and you're playing
Yeah.
leads over it and everything. Like it's
Yeah.
awesome.
because
Yeah.
music is just music. Man,
Well,
you know?
it's imperative too to write what means something to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have
Yeah.
like you can only write what's important to you, and then
Yeah.
like if you're singing something else, it's not
it
worth
doesn't
it. You know?
hit people
Exactly.
as
Yeah.
because
Right.
they're like, oh, that's not
You don't
genuine.
sing it. You don't sing it the same.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, I'm just saying words at this point. I don't even
Yeah.
feel this. You know.
And it'll
Yeah.
never be work
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you're doing it, when you like it, and it's
Yeah.
just.
Some days
When it just comes
does
out of
feel
you
like
like that.
work though.
Oh,
I,
that's
I
fine.
must
12
say.
hours
But not when you
Oh
get on
my
stage.
goodness.
Mm.
Oh, that's
No.
true though.
Yeah,
That's
right
true.
when you're on
That's so
stage,
true.
it's not a job
You're
anymore.
all smiles,
That's
like
what
looking
it
at each other
is,
like
yeah.
this is what we're doing.
I was gonna
Exactly.
say,
Yeah.
When you're hitting road stops and you're eating from Checkers or whatever they put, you know what I'm talking about, like those like little things on the highway. You guys toured, right? You
Yeah.
Yeah,
pull
but
over up
we
to
pack
eat.
a lot.
Oh no, man.
Peanuts,
We're gym
cheese,
people.
crackers. I don't know what else do we pack.
Fruit.
Fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like work. It's like this
Yeah.
sucks.
See, the thing is though,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like work to us because we don't get paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
What are you talking about?
you didn't get paid
Yeah.
for that last
You guys
one.
got paid for that? Okay.
Well, someone got some explaining to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
So it's like worse
Lav's
than
about to
work.
tell me how much he's made off of playing music.
No, that's not what I
I'm
was gonna
just
say. I was
kidding.
gonna say so it's like that we didn't get paid, so it's like worse than work.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
oh, do something you hate for no money.
Yeah.
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. But like when you work, you're at least like the only reason I'm putting up with this is because of my paycheck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you get like
Yeah.
you don't even have that light. At
you
the
don't
end of
even
the
have
tunnel.
that light at the end. You're like, I just
No.
put in so much to lose money.
What? But dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. I saw.
That's like your job on this podcast. It just cost you
Yeah.
time,
I
money.
saw another article, and it wasn't Anthrax this time. It was somebody else. They were like, "Yeah, this just doesn't make any sense for like even the big bands like aren't making any money off touring. Like right
It's
now,
crazy.
it's crazy. Right
Yeah.
now. I don't know if it was like Stained or somebody, but they're like, yeah, there's no
You know,
reason for us to go. Or it was like Disturbed. They're
I-
like,
I have
there's
a
no
theory.
reason for us to go
Dude,
on tour right now.
I have a
because we're
theory
not
on
gonna
this
make any
too.
money.
You figure when bands were touring, the majority of their payday probably compensated for CD physical album sales, like at
And
the
that's
show.
and that's clearly not
And
happening.
you're not selling albums when people are paying $10 a fucking month
For
to have, to
Spotify.
have every
Whatever
single
they
song
want, yeah.
on their
It's
fingertips.
true.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
sucks,
when
man.
you hold a little computer in your handle, that you can get
Yeah.
anything you want.
You know what? I thought of this too. This is kind of funny. How 60, 70 years ago, people were listening to vinyls, and it was albums, full albums. You couldn't even skip songs. It was
Yeah.
literally like pop on the album that you know you're gonna want to listen to for 45 minutes because like you're committed. As soon as that needle touches, you know what I mean. other than
Done
to
for.
flip the record for the second
Right,
half,
yeah.
right? But you sat down and you listened to 40 minutes of like the same project, right? And then come CDs, mixtape stuff like that. Now you could kind of bounce around, have different artists on different songs. You could even skip songs on CDs, but you were still limited to the songs that were on those CDs, right? But you would still listen to those CDs in your car for 20, 30 minutes. Now every single song is available at your fingertips. Instantaneously.
Next band.
And if you want a certain part, you can click the skip 15 seconds
and that's
button.
it. Now people are only listening to parts of songs, like on TikTok. TikTok
Yeah,
is
like the
literally
little reels.
based off of 30-second segments of songs, not even songs. It's and now like there are like segments that I've heard where it's like, oh, I've heard that before. But if I heard the beginning of the song, I wouldn't know
have
that
no
it's that
idea.
song.
I've had that before.
It's
Yeah,
weird,
yeah.
right? And it's like I feel like people are actively listening to shorter and shorter bits of.
Oh, our attention
But
spans
our
are getting
attention,
off.
that's
Yeah,
exactly what I
It's
mean.
just
Yeah.
quick now,
Yeah.
and you decide within the first 2 seconds whether you like it or not, and then you just scroll right past
find
it.
something
It's
else. You know what I
crazy.
mean?
And
Yeah.
then
Immediate
and then,
satisfaction,
and
dude. It's
tomorrow,
fucked up.
1,000 songs are going to be uploaded, and then tomorrow another 1,000. It's just constant. It's crazy.
There's
to
a
try to
lot of
keep
music
up.
out there.
Radio stations now won't even play if you give them a song longer than 3.5 minutes, man.
Yeah.
They won't even spin it
Nope,
for you.
good
Like,
luck.
We've run into
Yeah.
trouble with that
Yeah,
before.
same
Yeah.
here, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So you've had to consciously shorten up the songs
Listen,
for radio
I write
play?
6.5-minute songs, or I write a minute and a half
Yeah.
song. And there's
Wow.
no
I
in
noticed,
between.
you know what? I noticed
That's heavy.
That's
For
funny
real,
'cause
though.
I
Like, I
noticed
mean,
that
that's
because
what it takes.
I was showing because I get together with my band on Sundays and I said that you
Nice.
guys were coming in and
Yeah.
I showed them you guys and I saw 6-7 minute videos and then I saw the 2.5 one. I clicked on the 2.5 one. I'm
Yeah.
like, I talk
You're
shit about
just
the
as
people.
guilty. I
Seriously,
mean,
like I
it's-
talk
Yeah.
shit about me, and I don't even realize it.
I'm the biggest culprit.
Like-
Scroll.
You know what's sad is like even on TikTok, I'll skip to the end of the video to see the project or whatever,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, how pathetic
Yeah,
is this?
dude, it's sad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip my
It's
own
just the way
song.
it is.
We
Because
do
it's
that.
an option. It never used to be an option to do
Yo,
that.
it's crazy too because people will take that 30-second segment or whatever, and then they'll advertise that same 30-second, and they'll just milk it, and they'll literally have someone like sit in their car, and they'll come up and be like, "Oh, you're listening to my song. This is my song, dude." And they're all the same videos. They're so stupid, but like, you've seen them. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it's so weird how TikTok has affected music. It just in the past couple years.
Yeah.
It took over the game.
But it's also
did.
resurrected a lot of old songs
I
too.
was
which
Oh,
is
it
There's a
cool.
lot of
has. Oh,
positives.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of good.
the punk rock started coming back on there.
It's
I
That's right,
hear
baby.
that I'm just a kid one over
Oh,
and
yeah,
over
yeah.
and over and over again
Yeah.
all the time.
Yep.
I'm like, is that the only one on here at the moment?
Yeah.
Because it better be.
Yeah.
It's the best one.
We used it for the TikTok we made with the laser.
Yeah.
yeah. And that's we got the most
10,000
views.
views, dude.
16,000.
Yeah.
views
Oh,
on that.
man.
Wow.
Which-
In a
That's awesome.
day.
That's crazy too because
Overnight.
you'll write your own.
stupid
awesome.
fucking song. I love the song.
Yeah, you'll write your own stuff. You'll put so much time into it, pay to
Yeah.
get it recorded, put so much effort, so much work, and post it, and it's like 3 views, and then you literally post a little laser burning a
Yeah, I
match
lit up match
to
with a
someone
laser.
else's song. It's like 20,000 views. You want to start making money? Start advertising. Like it's so weird how
We
that
just
works.
did that. I did this whole masterpiece with Christian, and he found Excalibur's lesser-known sister Lucy, right?
Yeah.
And so I filmed him doing this, and he was acting, he's doing this, whatever. I don't remember how many views. But then we did something where he had like a package of ham that like, folded. And he was
I
like,
remember
"Hello,"
where it came from.
and,
Like I flipped it up to my head and
Yeah.
like slapped, and I was like, "Hello." That was
and
it.
that one like
That one
got a ton of
skyrocketed?
views,
Yes.
Oh, dude, that.
Well, skyrocketed
Smacking
for
yourself
us,
in the
so it's like
face with
1,000, but-
ham.
With
That's
ham, I'm
we gotta
basically.
jot that down. We
Yeah,
gotta
I
jot
mean,
that
Dude, we have some sort of deli meat in the fridge.
Dude. Yeah,
I'll
we
have
gotta-
Jake
we-
rifle it at me from the door.
But I was just like, what in the world?
It's pathetic, is what it is. It's really sad.
No, I
Dude,
like it.
I'm just
My-
saying that the.
I know.
Of course.
mindless.
Yeah. No.
Just sleeping or scrolling.
I think, however, I also think it's important as a band to not only post your music content, but also like be funny and have those like
Yeah,
behind the
there's so
scenes. Like,
much
oh, this
to
is what we
do.
do on our own shit
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
for
like,
sure.
Yeah.
You guys
Social
actually do a really
media
good job of that
something.
too, by the way. We were, I was Declan was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm preparing," and I was
Doing
scrolling through all
research.
your guys' videos and shit, and saw like whatever grocery store you guys are at, and you're just like spinning in circles on the cart. But like, it's cool, like to see.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I
the
remember
band,
that.
like the band behind the scenes. But Declan's
Yeah.
like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "I'm preparing for the podcast."
Yeah. Will you let
Oh
me
my
work?
For the
goodness.
Uncle Lab's trying to work, buddy.
I love that.
Oh.
That's
Can you please
awesome.
get out of my face? So,
Oh, man.
what do you guys have like 100,000 frequent flyer miles for like Holiday Inn Express or something? Like you guys stay at the same place all the time when you're
Yeah.
on the
How
road?
does that work? Like,
You know, we camp a lot.
You know,
Wait.
we did.
You
we
guys
went to a
February.
place
What?
It's February.
Well,
What do you mean?
Or we'll stay at people's houses, or we'll get
okay.
hotel bookings and things like that. But in the summer for different tours, or different festivals that we played at, there was one time in Indiana. I don't know, but the place we were at was the windiest. I live on Tug Hill. I live in a wind tunnel,
Yeah.
and so this was the windiest place I've ever set foot on. And so
no,
we had
but okay, hold on. It's just like a plane though. Like the stage
It's
was like
flat,
here, and it's
right?
just flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this wind is just barreling. Like it's
ripping.
like you like get out of your
But
car
it's
and you're
warm
like
wind.
you're tilting sideways. And okay, so you continue
it's
because
warm
this is
wind,
a
though.
funny
It was like
story.
96 degrees, so we were
I hated
dying.
it.
And the
Ugh.
wind, we were like, we wish this wind was nice, but it was just warm wind. It was awful.
Oh,
but anyways,
no.
we had a 10-person tent set up, right? We had the post in the ground, whatever. It kept collapsing in on itself, so it would be up here, and then the whole side would be like right up to that side that would stay up.
Yeah.
And so at one point we woke up. It was like 1 in the morning. It's the third night it happened, and we were
We were
like,
so tired.
ah well. And we
We
went
just did
right
not
back to
care.
bed. And this guy comes over the next morning. He's like, I wasn't sure if you guys were okay in there, but like you didn't move because we just slept with the tent on us because we were like, we're done.
Whatever. Just defeated. Undefeated was defeated by that Indiana wind, man.
We literally left it like that too. I sent a picture to my mom and I was like, "We've been sleeping."
It's just
as
like
a
half
tarp for a
folded on
blanket."
itself.
yeah.
But the crazy thing is the wind didn't stop. We were there for like what 4 days,
Yeah.
I think, and that wind just kept
Just
going
rips.
the entire time.
That's crazy.
Should be your album cover. Just your feet sticking out of a collapsed tent. Just undefeated.
Write that down. Write that down.
Have you seen that trend though on TikTok? It's like there's no picture that can't be
Yes.
an album cover. Have you seen that?
Yeah, super
it's
cool.
Like, yeah,
And they're
dude.
all
It's kind of
perfect.
crazy.
Yeah, they're all
Kinda
like, I'm like,
awesome,
wow, like
yeah.
that is so good.
As long as it's like a little crooked. They're like,
Like a little like
Yeah.
You
little
need the
meshy.
the grain.
or it's in
Yeah,
sepia or
exactly.
in black
Yeah.
and
Looks like
white
it
or
feels like a
something.
Melting a
memory.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Maybe like a creepy small child standing in a field or something like
But
now
that.
then
you're talking.
We were. There was a field right behind us, like a farmer's field. That was funny.
That dude.
So
Christian's like, what?
I had no idea where she was going with
Christian's
that.
like, don't write that down.
Oh my goodness. So all right. So since all right, what have you?
You forgot my list. I asked you to bring the list.
He did. I was there.
You asked me to bring the list.
Screamed at the top of my lungs.
I echoed.
Oh yeah.
Christian remembers.
At least he's got clothes on this fucking time.
Last week he just comes in, he's got a robe on, but it's not tied. And he's just naked and laughing.
You should see my reaction. I'm just like, because
Makes
it's just
impression.
a naked 6-year-old
Oh,
right there.
he's drawing.
Document, don't do that.
But no, seriously. What are you doing? You selfish son of a bitch.
Oh, sorry.
Um,
want to get up and get you.
dude, I've
I
already had a
dare
hop.
ya.
Dude, can you do that to my pants?
Rip them?
Yeah.
I bought them like this.
You fucking poser.
You.
You poser. That ain't
I mean,
authentic. You know what I'm saying?
Meredith has tried to do them on my jeans. I remember she would like take.
No,
out
I
all-
buy them like that too, but I have 2 pairs that actually just kind of happen. I'm like, these are real punk rock. You know what I'm saying?
Ah.
I was gonna say take once you cut where you want them and you take sandpaper and
I was
grind
like
up the
sandpaper.
edges.
Yeah.
YouTube's a powerful thing, isn't it?
It
Is that
is.
where you learned that?
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
You didn't learn that trick on YouTube. You just figured it
don't.
out.
I have no
90% of
idea.
what
Oh,
I've
okay.
learned is from Meredith, to be honest.
You're the teacher?
These are her old pants.
Jacob, I need more ice cubes. What are you? Look how little ice cubes are in there.
I'm just being belittled all day.
Why did you bring our bread basket in here and put ice in it?
It's pretty.
Yeah, we actually had a fan buy us that.
That's awesome.
Our one fan.
Our fan.
But no. So what did you guys actually grow up listening to? Because that's where I wonder, like, where this like metal kind of style or this like Evanescence kind of style came from.
Yeah.
Well, we get that a
My-
lot.
Yeah, my
Sorry.
favorite band was.
That's a
10th
good
Avenue
thing.
North.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's a great band.
Yeah, it
So what
is.
did you guys like listen to? Like, what did you like? Who are your favorite
I-
drummers?
I really quick because you guys said you were kind of censored up until a certain point.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what point did that stop? Like, how old were you to where they were like, okay, we can't just like wash
They
this?
weren't.
with-
We just did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we
well,
just-
it got to the
Not
point where they
saying
were like,
that they said anything, but they were like, "You're old enough to make your own decisions, whatever."
oh, okay.
But I don't know. I loved when I was younger. I loved 10th Avenue North. That was what really started me into playing. And then the older I got, like I love Paramore. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Flyleaf. Like those are some
Well,
of
I
my
was-
favorite.
I was singing Flyleaf in
Didn't
the
Homegirl
shower
get-
earlier. Honest to God, I was.
Didn't Homegirl get in trouble for something though?
Who?
The girl
Lacey?
from Flyleaf,
Lacey
yeah.
Stern.
Lacey Stern.
Or didn't she make like some like
I don't know.
bad claims?
I don't
Dude,
know.
her name was
I don't know.
circulating like
Seen them
the internet
in
for
forever.
sure. Anyway, but Flyleaf, yeah, okay. Paramore for sure. Haley Williams is awesome.
I should have worn my
She
Paramore
is.
shirt.
Yeah, you should have. What were you thinking?
Seriously, Ev.
I know, I'm sorry.
He wore it the last 3 podcasts. I'm glad he did.
He finally changed his clothes
Right.
today.
Yeah.
Thank God. But
Twice.
yeah, no, I mean, like, how about you, man? What were you listening
So basically just like CCM stuff, and then
What's CCM?
to? Yeah.
Christian contemporary music.
Okay, I got you.
Sorry, or contemporary Christian music. I don't know. It
I
Goes
listened
both
to
ways.
BDSM before I started getting into pop punk.
And the AMSR thing, ASMR thing. We listen to a lot of that.
Ugh.
For
I
context,
apologize
I
to
was
Christian and
gonna-
Meredith's family that are watching this podcast.
No,
sorry.
but so
We want them to share this on their Facebook so we
sorry.
get views.
I'll give you some good
So
clips.
we get
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing, dog? You're,
So
you're
we did it,
shooting us right in
guys.
the
So we did this
fucking
interview
face.
on this podcast to get them some some clout on the internet.
We're doing this for you,
Yeah.
your viewers, for us.
Sorry. Anyway.
Isn't that what everything is, though? Honestly, just
I-
the mutual.
I think I like the collaboration of it. I really do. Like I love getting.
It
to-
doesn't fucking seem like it.
What about BDSM is not collaborative?
The kid just said CCM, and you had no idea what the hell it meant. He tells you, and you do a complete 180.
and I crushed the room.
Good goodness.
all right. So anyways,
It's so collaborative. Unreal. You guy.
I'm trying to ask him his drummer
I know,
influence, and you
okay.
come up with that shit.
Christian likes impending doom.
no.
So,
So
anyway.
no. Okay. No. Let me get back to my story. Hold on. So
Thank you, please.
yeah. So
turn this off.
we just started our band.
Sorry, go ahead, buddy.
So we were, I don't know, I think 2-3
Where are
years.
you going? With
Just give me a minute. I'm trying to regain thoughts. Oh my
He's like,
goodness.
I'm getting this train back on the track.
It's like the back off challenge.
This train ain't going on back on the. This is like Ohio train
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
Brent-
Come on,
bro.
That's that's so sad.
I'm literally crying.
Oh my god.
It's a lost cause at this point. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
just hit the outro. Hit the outro music.
All right.
Good
guess.
baby. That's it. All right.
Good guess.
All right, sorry.
No,
buddy,
so I'm
go
just gonna
ahead.
jump to the main point of this. So we went to Carthage and we saw a rock fest, and that like completely changed like my way of like drumming, because I would always do like light cymbal work, you know, like I never knew what a double kick was.
But
I
we
was
knew
just-
there was something more. Like,
Yeah.
This couldn't be all life had.
Right. And so like we like see these guys, and these guys are like kick in the air, right? There's like screaming into mics, right? They got double kick blasting, and
You
I'm
know
like
what
standing
we're
in the
saying?
front row, like my eyes turned like this big, like, and just like hearts, like I'm just like, I love this.
You
Like,
were like the-
like how can I do that? Like I want to be that guy.
You're like
Yeah.
the heart eye emoji personified.
Yeah.
You're saying.
Yeah.
no
And
doubt.
so when I got home that
Just
night, I just started
slanted
like
hearts.
looking up like I'm like metal drummers, like heavy death screamo drummers, like all this, like I'm not even joking.
That's quite a leap.
Just
from
for the
CCM.
sugar.
No,
You know
well,
what I'm
yeah, but it just like unlocked something, and I loved it.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, and so I never looked back. And so like my favorite artists now are like Impending Doom. They're great. They're like heavy. Ever heard of Wage War?
Yep.
Yeah,
love
they're I really like them. So
Who'd you say your favorite drummer is in the genre, or just in general?
in general, I definitely like Neil Peart. He was really
Yep.
good. I just like the way he like did like melody lines almost on the drums as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I styled some of his stuff. I also like Mark Duplantier from
Gojira.
Gojira. Yeah,
Yep.
Gojira.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. So I love them as well. So I get a
Is,
lot of influence.
Mario, right?
Mario. Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's so funny. I've never even listened to Gojira. Never heard of him at all. No, seriously, never heard of him at all. I've heard of him, never listened to him.
I've just seen their
But
name
I-
on a bunch
I-
of festivals.
Never heard
and
of them
shit.
at all. Okay, I heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought his drum sample pack because so many producers were like, "This
They
is
use
the
it,
best
yeah.
sounding sample pack."
He's an
like,
amazing drummer.
and that's what I use for like our pop punk, and it sounds so good.
Yes.
But it's got weird like metal drum, like metal like plates and little
Yeah.
things that like we would never use in our music. But it's like I can see how like in metal like it would be
Yeah.
crucial,
Yeah.
imperative to have.
So-
you know?
Sweet, dude.
I
Yeah.
can't
You,
drum
Meredith, what was
at
your-
all.
What do you listen to now?
Flyleaf Paramore. You know what's funny is I remember a time when we discovered Beartooth and we discovered Screaming. We were like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
is this? This is so funny. People listen to
Yeah,
this.
because we found that before,
Beartooth.
and like,
Yep.
and it
Yeah.
was like heavy, but it was like it wasn't like the screamo that I listen now. Like listen to like a lot of like lower stuff, but this was like all high screams.
But we had
and
never
like
heard of
we were
anything like
laughing
this.
at it. We were
Yeah.
like, these
Yeah.
people are nuts,
So,
right?
do you-
And now we're doing it.
And-
So
Do you guys prefer high or low screams?
I personally do more lower.
I
it's
like
just
listening
more.
to high.
So
See,
like, how about I Prevail? You ever listen to them?
Yeah,
Like, how he
I
had,
love
like,
them.
They have
Yeah.
like the lower screaming guy
Yeah.
too, but they also
Yes.
have the guy that also sounds like Nick Carter from the
Just
Backstreet
like the
Boys, like
Fries,
doing
yeah.
like the high like
Mhm.
melodies and shit.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, the
and
new
it
album's
works.
Yeah.
kick.
I Prevail's new album. I haven't heard it
Yeah.
yet.
It's
No shit.
sweet. It's awesome.
Have
So
you
you
ever
guys-
seen him before? What was your
Not-
guys' first show? Have you guys? How many? Like, have you guys been like?
My first
Been
show
to
was
a bunch?
10th Avenue North. My
I don't know
parents
who that
surprised
is. Do you know who
me.
that is?
No.
That's a
It's a-
CCM artist
Yeah,
as well.
they're pretty
That
big.
makes
They're,
sense.
they're huge in the Christian circles.
They're huge in the Christian circles, yeah. And they were my favorite band for the longest time. And my
I
parents
think that
surprised
was my first show too because we went with your friend Heather,
Yeah.
and I think
it
I
was a
just like
birthday
tagged
gift.
along for the ride. So I actually think that was my first show as well.
Yeah. You know what's funny? We don't go to as many live shows. Literally, just in the past year, we've been like, I think we've gone to more live shows than we have in our lives.
Yeah,
Really?
being like
Um,
4.
We've been to like,
I'm serious.
we've been to a lot of live shows because we've played at them, but we've
Right,
not
yeah.
gone.
Like
Right.
gone just to
Yeah.
enjoy.
Right. Yeah.
But
That's good.
also, now we're driving. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. That's awesome though.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys have gone as far as like Indiana and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like that's
Oh, yeah.
for as young as you guys are, and to have the professional like it's you guys have such a jump start on this. It's so it's
Thank you.
awesome.
Oh yeah,
And-
way ahead
and
of the
it's
game.
and it's awesome because there was a point in time where I thought like nobody under our age is gonna want to start a band anymore. It's gonna be the solo artist. Like I would think that you would just like I'm just gonna program drums and be a pop artist, do this.
Yeah.
But you're like no, I want to play an instrument and have my brothers and sisters in the band
people tell me
coordinating.
that all the time. They're like, if you just did country, you would make a killing. And I'm like, but I've never
Oh, we
wanted
get
to be
that
a
a lot.
Yeah,
But I've never
no.
wanted to be
So
a
just be
solo artist.
miserable, like
Yeah.
I love country.
But the
so
thing
I
is,
gotta
yeah,
say
but
that.
country's huge around here, like in other
Yeah.
parts. It's not.
Yeah.
country's huge everywhere.
Yeah.
right now.
It
That's
is.
true.
It
That's
is.
true.
But I was saying, for more so than anything, like bands are
Yeah.
dwindling. It's like
It's
you'll see
true.
the solo artists and the pop stars, the country artists, even
Yeah.
people who were in bands will like
Go
Brendan
solo.
Urie from Panic at the Disco
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Sad
make
about
more
that.
money if I just go
Yeah.
like Panic at the Disco's been done for 13 years. He's just been
Yeah.
doing solo stuff,
Right,
and he's like,
yeah.
all right, I'm done doing this. Panic at the Disco's
He
done.
did like Broadway and stuff
Like,
too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
he's
Really?
he's
That's my
Oh, yeah.
awesome. That's
he's
awesome.
phenomenal, but it's like he realized that it's like I might as well just do it all myself and not have to pay for other people, like which is sad because
Yeah.
that's where like the viewers come in, where it's like
Yeah.
they don't care if the music's being played over the
Yeah.
loudspeaker as long as they get to see the pretty face singing it.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see the, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I want to see 5 or 6 people coordinated something bigger
Correct.
than themselves.
Yeah, me
you know,
too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's way more impressive to me.
But I
Yeah.
mean, is that how his band? Is that how Panic at the Disco was? Like, were they all like friends that started a band? Like, or was it like?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
thought so,
They've been.
yeah.
Yeah, they were a
Was
band
it?
forever. Yeah, and when they used to do like I Write Sins and stuff like that.
No, I
yeah.
remember that, but I
And
didn't know
then-
if I didn't know if it was like one of those like orchestrated bands that
No,
like
this
somebody that had money knew somebody that could sing and like put it
Oh,
together.
no,
You know what I mean?
no.
Yeah.
They were like a group of friends that I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sure. But no, it's funny because he had been doing like pop stuff that's been on the border for the past however many years. They had like High
High
Hopes
Hopes,
and all
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff, right? He did that song with it was like Taylor Swift or Kelly Clarkson. Do you know one?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
don't
I can't remember
remember
how it goes or whatever. But I remember listening to it in on the radio. I think it was Johnny Spisano goes, that was like this song with Taylor Swift featuring the guy from Panic at the Disco. They didn't even say
The
Brendan
guy.
Urie. They literally said
I feel like his
The
name.
which
guy.
is so the guy from Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
I feel like the name Brendan Urie is even more
It is.
popular
Oh,
than
no.
Panic at the
Yeah,
Disco.
I would
now.
say,
You know?
which was it was so funny to me. It was like you literally like you used to be in a band and now you're doing solo pop stuff and you're being referred to as the guy that's
Right,
in
yeah.
the band, but it's like
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
doing solo pop stuff anyway.
I'm
it was
horrible
very
with
weird,
like individual names of people in bands. Like I don't know. Like if you're like who's the the drummer for this band, I couldn't tell you, but
Yeah.
I even know his name.
Yeah.
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 Well, you know a bunch of guys.
Like
What are you
name
talking
one.
He goes, name one person I know.
Chad Kroger. Okay, fine. Yeah, I know. him.
How is Lab supposed to do that?
Scott Stapp.
Okay, well, you're naming like.
People
Ones
that
he
from
knows.
bands that you would know. I told you.
All right, fine. I guess I just don't know like any bassists from any bands or many drummers.
I love
You might.
I just don't like obviously the front man. Like I just. Oh man,
Yeah.
you should see me play drums.
You know what?
You want a
No, this
confidence
is-
boost?
This is funny. Let me,
I'll tell you. Yeah.
this is funny. I saw an interview the other day with Anthony Kiedis, and I told
You know who that is?
no,
Chili Peppers.
yeah,
See,
okay.
I told you he knows
So-
people.
No, but listen.
He's
so
the front guy. Though.
yeah,
you said
but
you didn't know anybody.
in the interview, I told Alex this, my younger brother. I go, I saw an interview with Anthony Kiedis. He goes, "Who's that?" I go, "That's funny. Listen to the rest of the story." He was saying, he's like, the Red Hot Chili Peppers have always had 3 frontmen, and then they have one behind the kid, Chad Smith. You know, and I was like, you know what's funny is that if I would have said I saw an interview with Flea or John Frusciante or Chad Smith, he would have known exactly who I
Yeah,
was
that's a
talking
good
about.
point.
And I said Anthony Kiedis. He said, "Who the hell's that?"
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know.
Who's
Yeah.
John Frusciante?
Yeah, I don't know that one either. But actually, they've had a lot of different guitar players, like Dave Navarro.
No.
Dave
If you
Navarro was-
if you don't,
they don't know who the Chili Peppers are.
don't even start.
No, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I've listened to them.
I love
Yeah.
I love that so fucking much.
He's like, you guys
Frickin'
sound like
much.
our dad. Talking about music we don't know. Ruining our guitars and shit.
What was that TV show we were talking
That's
about? Like,
my
what,
pet
what are you
peeve.
Two and a
guys
Half Men.
talking- Yeah. They're like, what are you guys talking about? Oh
They're like,
my
let's
God.
smile and wave,
So
pretend
sad.
we're
Small
So
ones.
sad. You guys are good sports. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
No,
what
you
was
guys
your,
are
what's
awesome.
the favorite festival you ever played, and where was it? Like any one particular that stuck out to you? Uh-oh.
I was trying to think.
I can go for. I can go
Okay,
first.
good.
Creation Festival in Pennsylvania.
Creation.
That sounds
Yeah.
cool. I feel like I've
Who'd you
heard
play
of
with?
that.
That was good.
A lot of people.
Who
Um,
headlined that?
Significantly, like who did you?
So we played on the metal stage, which is called the Fringe stage. The people that were like above us were like Convictions.
I think Skillet headlined one night.
Yeah, I was gonna
Skillet.
say that's what I'm talking
The
about.
Letter Black. I don't know if they headlined.
They were.
See, but there's some of those bands that have made it mainstream, like you said, like
Yeah.
Skillet,
Yeah.
Switchfoot,
Yeah.
POD. Is Flyleaf a Christian band too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
I-
is.
yeah.
I believe the rest are too. Yeah, I gotta say, the Indiana one.
Ugh, why?
With the wind?
No,
With the wind.
I love the festival, right? But I can't get over the heat. It's
He goes-
just so hot.
He goes,
I just-
why?
Indiana?
It's just so. It is so freaking
Well,
hot there.
that means he's going back. if it's
I
her
think-
favorite
No,
one.
We're booked
No, we're
already
booked
this
there
year,
already.
right?
So
When I think of Indiana, like super hot states, Indiana doesn't jump into my
Yeah.
brain.
it was
Well,
like
it-
90. What?
96 for
Yeah,
4 days in a
96,
row.
and the humidity was like 70-80%.
Just
And it was
balmy.
As
funny.
a drummer, that is
Yeah,
the
you're
worst.
leaking.
Like, yeah, like
You're
oh.
changing
wore
your
mesh
clothes
shorts
twice
that
a day,
man.
yeah.
Like,
You know what's
double
funny,
bass with
though?
tight pants, but you
We
have to
woke
do it,
up-
man. It's part of the deal.
Yeah, we woke up one day and it was 80 degrees, and we were like, "Oh, Jack."
We put on sweatshirts. Oh.
No,
And
you
we were
didn't.
like, "No, we did."
You woke up a little crispy out here. Who turned the heat off?
I'm saying that was my favorite just because, like, not saying the other festivals haven't been hospitable or amazing or anything, but this one in particular was just so friendly.
Yeah, they were.
So nice.
It was,
The people
it
that
was awesome
came,
there.
like the people that put us up, that organized everything, like it was just the way it was put together was amazing.
That's so
Um,
cool, man.
Yeah. You ever have
Lot
any,
of good
have any
turnout?
bad experiences on the?
Oh yeah.
I know you don't want to
Yes.
like. I know you don't
Okay.
want to be like
Don't-
too out there with it.
I am not going to like
Name
say
names.
names.
Don't specific. Yeah.
Obviously.
You're so much better than us.
We
We don't think about it. We just do it and then we
And then
edit
we
it out
delete,
later.
so
then we
Cut it.
delete the
Person.
podcast afterwards. Oh, yeah,
No,
shit.
so we were playing another festival, and we happened to need an overnight. And
I know exactly the story. Oh, this is
and-
good.
I guess something
He's like,
happened.
buckle up, boys.
Yeah, no. Something happened, and then we had to go back to a person's house, right? And we were like, no worries. We got there, and not only did they have 4 dogs, which we were all quite allergic to dogs. When I am telling you, this was a hoarder's house. And
A what?
Understatement.
A hoarder.
a
House.
hoarder's
Oh,
house
hoarder's
is
house.
is an understatement.
No.
And I didn't want to
That's a
put
pretty
my
big word.
shoe on the ground. Is how
It was almost as they moved in with their dogs. Like that's almost
No.
what it looked like.
Yeah.
Like there was just like
there was just
poop on the floor
Yeah.
and just like everywhere.
It was.
You're like,
hilarious.
I'm allergic.
It was
I'm allergic to just the hay.
like
Yeah.
You know?
Well, not even, but like we walked into a room and I was like, "Is this a room?" Like you
Yeah.
couldn't see the floor, you couldn't, and then they were like, "Oh, we got this bed for you," and I'm like, "You guys slept in this last night."
like you can clearly see
Yeah.
that it was like
it
Do you
was-
know these people, or they just like offered you a place to stay?
No, we
and-
knew them.
we knew them.
Oh,
We just didn't
no.
know them.
Right.
We didn't know them. We had met them through that festival.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So we had known them for 3 days.
That's
but
that's what I that's what I
yeah,
meant. Like it
okay.
wasn't like someone you know.
It wasn't a friend
Right.
for a long time,
Right.
but we were just like, note to self, it is now in our rider.
Did you end up staying?
Yeah.
You did. You guys are way too polite to bail like
Well,
that.
Yeah.
Christian was like, I'm going to go sleep in the car. And it was like a safe
I was
neighborhood.
this close,
Yeah.
but we had so much crap in the car, and I'm like, I was
Yeah.
sitting in that thing for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we have like a 10-hour drive the next day, and I'm like, there's no way. So I literally climbed on the bed and remember going like this, head back. It was the first night that
I
I
had
slept
zero sleep.
straight on my back. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember I woke up and I was like, oh, I actually fell asleep somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I woke up like this, and I was like, yeah, my
Yeah.
body refused to move anywhere else.
We were up at like 5:30 and we're like, thanks, bye.
yeah.
First light, just
Oh.
out the door. Oh, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
That was,
Where was that?
I'm not going to say.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm glad you guys told that story, but when I asked the question, I meant more along the line aspect of like you said everyone at the festival that in Indiana was super
Oh.
nice. Like you ever had staff be like
Yeah.
never have any issues with
I don't, not that I can recall.
Not
You
really.
Never
we
had.
get a lot of, your kids. You know?
That's the one thing
That's
that
what I was.
annoys us.
That's
yeah.
what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. You never had
So-
anyone be like, you don't really understand how this works. Like you gotta
Sometimes,
listen
and
to
I'm
us,
like,
and it's like,
listen, I
Yeah.
get that I'm 20, but you know what's funny is I'll come and be like, here's what we're doing, and they'll be like, oh, you know,
Mhm.
and
Right.
then they'll start. But usually after we play, then they're like, oh, you know. So I guess that's a good.
Well, how
thing.
do they? How do they not like research you before they let you on the festival anyway? Like, shouldn't they know like
I know,
how professional
Well,
you,
but I
you
think
are?
it's just. I guess it's just the age. People just kind of assume a
Mhm.
Well,
lot of
it's not
things.
necessarily
you
the
guys
people that.
carry yourselves very professionally and very
Absolutely.
mature though. Like I
Absolutely.
wouldn't.
Thank
I
you.
wouldn't assume that you guys are as young as you are.
No,
especially
seriously,
as
dude. That's a
established
great
as you
point, dude.
are.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Yeah. And you guys are goofballs.
Yeah.
The second didn't know what to expect. The second you guys walked in the door, you're like,
It's like-
"What up?"
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, I just hit the curve.
We whizzed by this bitch. And
Yeah.
yanked a Yui
Tokyo
real quick.
drift
Yeah.
style, backed into the driveway.
Christian's like, "You want me to go grab my yo-yo, dude?" Oh man,
I can't believe
I
he was
just
talking
knew
about
I knew it
yo-yos.
was gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, tell that story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
that was smooth.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I don't know.
Let's get off music for a bit and tell us about how you whacked yourself in the face with a yo-yo.
You got a nice little scar.
So when everyone's like thinks of a yo-yo, they think like a plastic like circle toy that just like goes up and down, right?
Yeah, that's what a yo-yo is.
Yeah. no.
He's like, no, mine's good.
No. But you don't. There's
when
a
everybody
whole.
Like when everybody thinks of a ham sandwich, they think of like ham and some bread and like some mayonnaise. Yeah, that's what a fucking ham sandwich is.
No, I mean you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But like
he knows a little something about ham.
Smacking off his face. All right, tell your fucking story. Go ahead.
What do you think a yo-yo is what I want to know.
Dude, what kind of yo-yos are you buying, dog?
no.
whole
So
side.
no, there was a whole
He
different
pole starts
side.
his like a weed whacker. He just gets like
No, there's a whole different side of yo-yos. Like these guys do like professional like yo-yoism, and
did you just?
I thought you were Christian.
No, but
It's yo-yoing.
Oh my goodness.
no. So I think I got it for like a birthday gift, but it came with like a CD, and like this yo-yo was like nothing I've ever seen. It had like two wings like coming out of the sides, and like when you threw it, it didn't come back up to
There's
your
a whole
hand,
science
right?
behind yo-yos.
Ah.
How
Yeah,
they're built
and
and
so-
everything.
They sleep.
They sleep.
He's like,
Yes.
he gets it.
Yes. we have a starting block. I didn't know you knew that. I was gonna get to there.
I yo-yo.
No, I yo-yo. I know how to sleep a yo-yo, bro.
Oh, this is great. Keep it rolling. Dude.
and
This is
so-
good. This is good shit.
So yeah, and then so like these like it was called like Ooch. It was like a company. No, I'm serious. OOCH. Look it up. No, I'm dead.
Like,
I
can
am
prove it. I'm
dead serious. I
You
have.
just said yo-yoism and ooch.
We believe you, Christian. Keep
Yeah,
going.
In the same
If you want to keep making up words, that's fine. Just don't take breaks in between.
All right.
Where to God? That's what it's called.
Yeah, so anyway, I like a couple years go by, right? I like play with this thing like nonstop. We just uploaded a yo-yo
that
video of me just because I had a day off, and I was like, let's just throw this up there. And so I bought a metal yo-yo, right? And like I'm like just whipping this thing around, right? I can like go like side to side. And
He
then
can do tricks that are like.
yeah, like around my head, like through legs and whatever thing. Yeah.
Hit yourself in the eyebrow type shit.
I did, yeah.
Funny
I
you mentioned it.
I threw it and it came around and like I stuck my finger out and just missed the string, right? Like it was supposed to land on the string and like you flip it off,
Catch
whatever.
cradle. Oh yeah.
And basically, I mean, but threw it, came right up, smacked my eyebrow, right? And I'm like, I actually fall to the floor, and I'm like, oh, that freaking hurt. I
My
look in the
grandma-
mirror, blood is pouring down my face. I remember I walk out, and I was like, Mom, I don't know what I did, but it freaking hurt. And she was like, oh my goodness.
What do you mean you don't know what you did? You flung a yo-yo at your face.
No, but like I didn't understand. Like I thought, like I don't know, like but it
ain't that hard to
split my
understand.
eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So you know how we were talking about how my dad just kind of finagles things together, right?
He goes, I forgot to sand the edges of that metal yo-yo.
No,
Oh, I thought you were gonna
he's
say he was
like-
gonna start stitching his face back together
No,
for him. And
no,
shit.
we did something
Listen,
better.
They were like, oh,
I
hang
got
on,
some
we'll
super
just-
glue in the
Yeah,
trunk
no,
drawer.
That's
what
exactly
they
what we did. That is exactly what we did.
And that's why your eyes are all slanted?
And the joke.
Oh come on.
Dude,
Damn.
Jake, you are gonna get us canceled.
Yeah, for real.
No
Wow.
shit. How
Sorry.
old are you? Like 18? Okay.
13, I think.
13,
Yeah.
okay.
You still yo-yo?
Yeah, do you still
Yeah.
shred? You still shred?
I just don't use that one yo-yo because I'm scared
You're
of
like,
that.
you're like
I
I'll
am.
use the plastic ones. Thank you very much.
Dude, the trick yo-yo should not come in steel. You know what I mean?
You're-
Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
In 20 years, your kid's gonna find that yo-yo in a drawer, and you're gonna be like, you're just gonna get like that 1,000-yard stare.
You're-
You're just like, put that back.
You're going to hear the Jumanji drums.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
you
yo-yo.
guys do know what Jumanji
yo-
is?
yes,
That yo-yo
we
stands
do
out.
know that. We do know that.
do you really? Which Jumanji do you know?
The one with Kevin Hart, right?
Yes.
Yeah. See, no, that's not what we're talking
No,
about. we do know
No,
that. No, you
I,
don't.
No, I also know I know the old one too, where they have like the game and like goes dun 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 dun, right? And like I remember like the elephants like passing through the hallway
knows.
and like
Yeah,
the
who's
person-
in it?
The
I was gonna
Stampede.
say-
But
Yeah.
I don't fully remember it, but I remember watching the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched it once. My parents have this tiny little screen in their bathroom, and I used to do like this hot tub day or whatever. And then
You guys have a
remember watching
bathroom
it.
TV?
No,
That's
my parents.
clutch.
Badass.
My
No, our parents do.
Oh.
Do you live at home?
I wonder what goes on in
Yeah,
that
we
TV.
do.
Oh, different bathrooms, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, Rens, I'm going to use your bathroom for my hot tub spa day. Just don't come and knock in. I'm watching Jumanji, okay? I'm just going to think you're one of the elephants, so don't freak me out.
You know what's hilarious? So we have 3 bathrooms in our house, right? And it's rare when all 3 are filled, but when they are, we're like, get out! What are
Oh,
you
yeah.
doing?
Well, there's 47 of you guys in that house.
You're just monkey rolling through the bathrooms. Like one person in, one out, one in, one out, shout, you know.
Yeah,
Do you guys mind if
Your
we-
water heater's the real hero over there.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Dude, that thing's putting the
Doing
team
the
on
Lord's
its back.
work.
For real. Putting the team on its back.
Oh man.
Oh, dude.
Are you guys mind if we switch gears here and let's see what Evan's got cooped up?
Yeah, I
for
was
us
gonna
here?
say. So we learned.
Oh yeah, I
Let's play
so
a
want to
game.
try
So
this.
we learned some
You
things
already
about
thought
you.
you're like, oh, dude, I
know
know I'm gonna
He's
nail
like,
this.
I'll win. I got
like
this.
you know this kid for 9 minutes, bro. We're gonna play 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah, our newest segment that we enjoy. Okay, now.
You want to explain
I
to the
say
you want to
yes,
explain to the
I'm
listeners
so
exactly what's
yeah.
here?
Yeah.
So basically, I have 3 cards here, and I wrote down 3 things about myself.
Are we supposed to see the backs?
Those are from a different
Oh, okay.
segment. No, you're fine there.
They're
And
not
two-
flashcards, you know.
2 of them
Well, they
are true, and 1 of them is a lie. And these guys
Okay.
have to try to guess which one
All
is
of us-
not.
all
we
of
have
us
to
have to
reason
guess.
this out,
Yeah,
though.
these guys have to.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I can hold my breath for 2 minutes.
That's it.
Okay.
Christian's like, fuck no, bro. He's just like, yeah, like I can do the cat's cradle with a metal yo-yo.
He goes, I saw you try to get behind that desk. There's no way.
I was passed out on the floor trying to plug back in the LED
puffing
light.
and puffing.
All right. I once came in first place in an apple pie baking contest.
You know what?
An apple pie baking
That's
contest.
that. I feel like that's true.
Is this 3
I
lives?
feel like you could.
It says
He
3
looks like a pie
lies
baker.
in a
You
lie.
guys don't know how Evan cooks.
He doesn't.
He
At all.
doesn't.
Yeah,
At
but
all.
baking and cooking is 2 different sciences.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
work at a
I
bake
would
shop, so I'm asking you questions.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh wait, we get questions.
I did it when I was like 14 with my dad, so I don't really remember.
That's your third thing? That's fucked up, bro.
That's the truth.
All right, here we go. I spelled my son's middle name wrong on his birth certificate.
That's the truth too.
No, well, technically you spelled it correct because it's on his birth certificate. So that one's not.
Ooh, I never thought about that avenue.
Okay,
This
hang
game
on.
sucks.
Okay.
Christian's like, I just won twice, and I told you I was gonna. I would
Okay,
say.
that's it. The 2-minute thing though. Let's test this. 1, 2, 3.
No, we can't do
I
that.
didn't take
No,
it.
no, 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 no,
No, 2 minutes of straight silence.
Straight silence.
The thing is,
Are you doing it?
he might
Are you holding your breath right
be
now?
able to.
You look like you're holding your breath right now.
I didn't start, but now I have to.
Have you
Do
ever
it.
seen that? Have you ever seen that episode of Friends where they're like, "Oh my God,
I've seen every
Joey's."
episode of Friends.
Remember, and then they're like, "Oh my God, Joey's
Every
been
single
holding
one.
his."
Oh,
Oh, and he
They're
closes his
friends.
nose.
Yeah, Joey's been holding his breath for almost like 6 minutes. He's like,
Get
and somebody just comes over and goes, "Dude, are you trying to kill me?" All right. Anyway, sorry, my bad. I love
Okay.
Friends. God, I love Friends.
I would say
I'm going with the pie.
there's
bacon.
no way you can hold your.
You
breath
don't know
for
how
2
to bake
minutes.
no
I'm
fucking
going-
pie.
I'm going 2 minutes.
Yeah, they all got it, but you laugh.
You won a pie baking competition?
I surely
He
did.
looks
What-
like a
whoa,
baby.
you said it was with
person
your
who
competition.
You said it was with your father though. What, did your father win the baking contest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I got it. It was my
see-
name on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a little
thought
trophy
you and-
somewhere.
I thought you and Will Britt almost went like 3 minutes each underneath his pool.
That's what I'm saying.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah, so that's true.
No, I didn't. No, that was like his dad could do that. He could hold his breath for like 5 minutes. He was like a Shaolin monk.
we have a friend
You
that can
said-
do that.
Dude
That's
could just
what
go
you came
somewhere
up with?
else.
You came up with the breath thing?
Lab is not.
I was gonna say something like a bit by a snake or a shark
I would have asked to see
Or
the
a-
scar
or
because that
a
would have been sick.
or a toddler somewhere.
Wait,
in
wait,
public.
wait.
Someone else's
Wait, what he
toddler.
also forgot to mention that his son's middle name is his father. How did you misspell your father's name
Yeah,
on
that,
his birth
that was the
certificate?
context of that. You're like, well, it's right.
goes-
if it's on, I was like, no.
He goes, if we weren't spending so much time baking pies together, maybe I'd know his name.
Yeah, Dad. Maybe if we baked one more pie.
Can I ask what the name is or no?
Jeffrey.
How do you spell Jeffrey wrong?
You
Listen,
probably
I
did
was
one F,
delusional
right?
from lack of sleep.
Wait,
Wait, is it spelled with 2 F's or 1 F?
or a G or a J?
I put the
Is it
2
ever
F's
spelled
Oh,
with one
yeah.
F?
No, I don't know if you like put 1 F.
So it's like 2 F's R E Y. You know what I'm saying? I did
Oh,
2
I would've-
F's
I'd have
E
spelled that-
R E Y. I did Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Jeffrey. But you know what's funny
I might have
is that
spelled that wrong.
the way that you talk, though, you would say Jeffrey.
I would,
You would say it in 3 syllables.
Dude, what'd you say today that I started? So Evan has this weird habit of putting the stress
It's
mark
not
on
a
the wrong
habit.
syllable. Yes, it is.
I have an accent.
No, it has nothing to do with his accent. So like if you okay, so what do you have in like the middle of like your living room? What are you watching?
TV.
The
Television.
the TV, right?
Okay.
He says the TV
The TV. Accent on the T.
instead of the V. Like I'm watching TV.
You're
He
not
goes, I'm
watching
watching TV. What did you say today?
Oh.
What did you say today? I was like, dude, there it is.
The
again.
UK.
Oh,
The
he said.
UK.
He said.
I heard that one.
No,
yeah.
he said.
It's not UK.
No. Listen,
It's
it's the UK.
The UK.
You
UK.
say UK.
The UK.
So we were talking about. Okay, what happens? Like, okay, say your parents split up. What's that called?
Divorce.
Yeah, he said divorce.
No, I've heard that though. That's like the same
I've
thing
never
with the
heard that
bagel
ever.
and the bagel.
I want to start consciously pronouncing everything wrong by really hard
He points it out
enunciating
every
the
time. I
wrong
don't know.
accent. you
Because
know?
it's so funny to me, man. Like I don't understand. Like, oh, they got the divorce. I'm like, no one says it like that. Nobody.
Yeah. It's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Guilty as charged.
He goes,
do.
I've been
The
saying it my
stories.
whole life, okay? No, it's weird, though. It's weird that certain words do have those accents, and you don't even think about like, if you say, like, appreciate, it's like appreciate. But if you say, appreciate.
Nobody says
or
that though.
appreciate, it
No, he
sounds
says that.
weird. Yeah, right? Evan goes, listen, are we going to make fun of me all night?
Yes.
No.
It's usually
No,
usually
but
the
it
case.
is weird. You don't even think about it, but, like, every single word has a certain accented syllable.
I
And
understand
you don't
that.
even think twice about it until someone fucking says it the wrong way, and
Right.
you're like, "What are you
Yeah.
doing?" You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is it weird that I think about that all the time as a singer?
No, this is
Well,
funny
see,
because
sometimes you have to do it like that to
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
a song fit or
to
lyrics fit a
work.
melody.
so
yeah.
we have a song. Truly, it's tragic. It starts. It says, "I've got the answers for all of your questions, the cure. So we say the and the, and if
That's awesome.
if you mix it though, if you say I've got
doesn't sound-
the answers, that sounds.
Dumb.
You want to say like the answers,
Right.
but if
Yeah.
you say the cure, that
That's
doesn't sound.
weird.
You
Yeah.
almost have
Right.
to bend the word to make it sound like what you're
English
saying.
is
Yeah.
Absolutely,
weird,
100%.
man.
Same thing where you're supposed to say an if it's a vowel,
Right.
but a if it's a consonant. But if
Yeah.
you say like an hour, like hour starts with an H, but since it's like the O sound, you know what I mean?
Right,
like
yeah.
so, even though
see
technically
what
that
you're
does, you know what I mean? Like
saying.
that doesn't technically work, but it does
hour.
because
Oh, that sounds weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
hurts
Oh,
your
I know, I
ears,
just
doesn't
did it in my head.
Yeah,
I didn't like
and
that.
Hauer.
and yeah.
We have a
No,
dad as an English
that's not
teacher.
right.
Hour.
Yeah,
so
my
we
bad.
would-
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just
Meredith and I.
yeah.
He's really picky about that one. Really picky.
Yeah.
Although Christian says something like Meredith and me all
I
the time.
always do it, and he's like,
No, but the thing is, there's 7 of us that go, and I do him now.
I remember being in 3rd grade and I was like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" He goes, "I don't know. Can you?"
Yeah, I
and then I
hated
pissed
that
myself.
one. You didn't.
I did.
I guess we'll find out.
I can just see Chuck just sit there looking him dead in the eye, just leaking.
I go, "May I go to the nurse's office, please?"
I need some chapstick.
No, it's because he pissed himself. He needed a new pair of pants. That's what he was
I
saying.
know. That's why it was funny that I said he needed chapstick.
You have one of those and you're not using it.
Yeah, no, I didn't like it.
I would have wanted
I
it.
didn't like it.
See, he just put the stress mark on the T. Like, I didn't know that was
That's a
possible.
1-syllable word.
Yeah, dude. I don't know
bro.
how the fuck you
See,
do
it's
these
not noise. Like I don't like it.
Stop.
You have one of those. And you have Listen, I just wanted to fit in. Everyone else is now. Oh, she's got
God.
one. though. That's cool.
I do.
That's so
And she's
funny.
got the
No,
softest. She's the one that needed the least. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like her
Oh, I was gonna
no,
say,
you
I
sound
thought-
great. Yeah, I
She
was gonna say
sounds awesome.
this mic sounds terrible.
You think so?
Yeah.
This one sounds like there's 2 of me sometimes.
Oh,
It's a little robot-y.
I know.
Yeah, same.
What?
I don't you worry about it.
I never do.
I'll just wait for this not to get uploaded, and we'll go from there.
You wouldn't understand.
No,
You
this
wouldn't
one's gonna-
understand.
this one's gonna air. This is a
no,
good one,
This
man.
is a great
I'm
one.
stoked
this,
to upload
this is
this
honestly my
podcast.
favorite one so far. This is so much fun. Yeah, I haven't
This is
laughed.
our favorite one so far.
I hadn't
Yeah, it is.
genuinely.
I appreciate that.
Your
I
favorite
appreciate
episode
that.
of this show that you haven't seen?
Oh, there's another button. Because I was talking.
Sorry. All right. So, do we want to play one of their songs like we did last week?
Do we have that capability?
Do we have the game?
You can always just say, do we want to play one of the songs and plug it in later?
I was gonna say, do you guys have like MP3 versions of your songs?
Yeah.
Do you want to
Sure.
have it? Yeah, awesome. No, that'd be sweet. Which one do you want to play?
We'll do future.
Future.
for sure.
Yeah.
"Oh, you've heard it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
dude.
Fucking time.
What do you think we've
He
been
was
doing?
raving about it
Okay.
before we showed up.
Yeah.
We love
Yeah.
that one.
These
so
fucks
that's our
didn't know who you
personal
guys
favorite.
were until
No.
4 days ago.
But
when I knew I
literally,
got
but-
Undefeated
no.
coming on this
I
bitch.
watched all the videos.
Well,
I did my
didn't know who
homework
you guys
too.
were either.
You did not.
Yeah.
Because I sent them to you guys in a group chat.
Well, still clicked on them.
Dangerous freedom takes courage to fear. The death of innocence is drawing near. No, your throne is an open grave. Oh, evil isn't born, it's a blinding future. The world as we know, will it all fall? Will it all fall down? Past the army marching into
like I listen to
get
the
that, I
same
get
7
that.
bands I've listened to since I was 13. I don't
Yeah.
really strive to. And then when I'm like doing new music, it's my new stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
But as soon as he showed me your stuff and I looked it up, I was so impressed so
Thanks.
quickly
You
because
have to say that.
no.
No,
He
we
doesn't.
don't.
He's a dick to a lot of our guys.
Yeah.
Come to our
Trust
podcast.
me.
You suck.
Yeah, yeah. See where you guys messed up. I'll tell you right where you.
You
No.
guys failed to realize.
Yeah. No, it's I love that you guys are siblings because, like I said, I'm in a band with my brother and it's so
yeah,
much
you
fun.
mentioned that.
It's
Holy fuck, sing a new song, would you?
Yeah, like for what it's worth, please.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No, his
It's-
band's awesome. You guys ever heard
Yeah,
of his
they're
band?
killer.
No,
of
you'll
course
have
they
to-
have
No,
it.
you'll have to send me it though.
We have, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was gonna see because
It's unreal.
I have I'm like starting my own studio as well, and I want to start
Nice.
getting features. And like, if you guys ever want to collaborate on something, come over.
Love
You know what
to.
I mean? Yeah. No, we definitely have to get something down.
He's
we
actually
have
extremely talented. It's insane.
we have a couple songs that need like a female vocalist too, and we were like we were literally gonna pay for somebody. I'm looking at you, yo. You know. I'm just kidding. No, I think it'd be really fun, you know, if we could all get together
I'd
and
love
kind of
that. That'd be
collaborate on some
awesome.
stuff, you know. But yeah, when Emma was here last week, I was like, God, she's an R&B vocalist, but like she's got such a good voice. I think if you throw the
Emma
music behind it,
Page?
she can just.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What's that?
Paige.
Emma
Yeah.
Page.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
She
She's
is,
has a good
yeah.
voice.
Yeah, no,
Unreal.
and she just released a new EP, Love Languages. I don't know if you heard that. It's
Not
it
yet.
came out on Valentine's Day. It's very cool. It's a 5-track EP.
sweet.
They're all like
That's awesome.
it's like they're all based off the 5 languages of
Oh,
love,
that's
I guess.
neat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it's like a
Yeah.
concept type thing, you know.
Yeah.
We
It's
plugged that
very
on the
cool.
last podcast.
Yeah.
You can check that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
definitely.
that was last
Once
week.
it gets back up.
Yeah, we got to unlock it, don't we, bud?
Don't even start, bro.
We'll finish. No, but I was
That was a balloon.
Did you hear what the fuck she just said?
Did you hear what I said? No, I heard. That's funny. Like a balloon. Like when you take it and go.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's why I was laughing. What did you say?
He said
Here it is again.
This is why I need the pop filter. Dude, I almost just took my eyebrow with this
saw
fucking
that,
thing, dude.
you almost got a scar on your eyebrow.
Dude.
Matching Christian.
I got one on my chin.
Yeah?
I got hit with an axe handle.
Oh.
Yeah, my dad and my grandpa were like throwing.
At
Little-
you.
No.
Your dad was like, "It's Jeffrey."
1 E.
No, we're not baking a pie. God damn it! It's a school night. Oh my god! So yeah, they were throwing some hatchets, and the handle broke off and hit me in the mouth. To keep it sweet.
Wait, how did?
Good times, Dad. I'm just kidding. My dad's awesome. He lives up in Vermont. He plays too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, him. He plays a little bass. He slaps it. Whatever, dude.
Aside from him whipping hatchets at me, no, my dad's pretty cool.
We
Murdered
had
me that
one
one time.
We had one setback. All right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Good Christmas.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you guys are killing me over here.
Yeah, no, it's been so much fun. Is there anything else you guys want to mention? Like,
Yeah.
is there?
What do you guys got coming up next?
Ooh, we're actually our goal was 6 festivals this year, and we're in 4. So we'll be in Indiana again, Kingdom Come. We're in Missouri for Chains Unchained, and I want to book
Oh,
down.
we made that one? Sweet.
Yep, I want to book down into.
She's like, whatever,
She
bro.
controls all this. I just show up.
I'll just bring my drum set and my yo-yo.
You print out a schedule. You print out a
I
schedule.
do get schedules, and I'm
Yeah.
like, here you
Yeah,
guys
she does.
go.
I do more of like the live things, and she does more of like the
Yeah.
like
Oh,
behind
okay.
the scenes. So like I definitely do like the more like not I don't want to say like merch stuff, but like when at the
No,
table
I do all the merch.
collect. Like well, yeah, but like I like feel like I connect more than you do. Like at
Let
the
him
merch
let him
table-
have this.
at the
Meredith,
merch
okay?
table.
No, I meant he edits all the tracks for us. He like when
Oh, I
you're
did the
when we're
lyrics
on
She's
video,
stage.
struggling
too.
to figure
No,
out
no,
what
no,
he's.
I-
You did the lyrics?
I did the lyrics.
She's like,
video,
he pays his taxes. I
I
got
do the
nothing.
taxes,
No,
they're
she just did
annoying.
the taxes a couple days ago.
No, but
was like,
he does a lot. He loads everything. Like he packs the trailers and everything while I'm getting ready and doing other stuff. So that's stuff I don't want to do.
He makes the sandwiches. No, listen.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said though?
What?
He does the lyric. That's not an easy job, dude. Those
I do
are hard to put
videos.
together. Match
What,
up
the
like
lyric videos?
Lyric videos, yeah.
Okay.
what kind of program do you use for that?
Final Cut. Yeah.
Oh, you do
Oh,
use
yeah.
Final Cut.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on iMovie because I'm broke.
No.
He goes, get on my level.
No.
He goes, once you can afford me, yeah, metal yo-yo.
It's actually Meredith's account. It's
That's so funny.
Yeah,
Literally,
but you got to push the buttons. You
On
know what I'm
the-
saying? Like,
well, yeah.
on the
but,
last
like,
podcast, Brody and I are talking like, yo, should we just split it? It's $300. We're like, we gotta make
See,
this happen.
I got a student discount, so I got Logic and Final Cut and all the
And
other
all
free
the other ones
programs for $300.
well, that's what this is. We're
so-
going through Logic right now.
Right,
Yeah.
but I paid $200 just for Logic. She
Flat.
paid
Yeah.
$300 for
For-
Final Cut, Logic, and then it's like an anime. Yeah,
there's a compressor and something else.
yeah,
with
all
it.
that stuff. Yeah, I actually just bought this interface, and it came with like $1,000 worth of plugins, which was
Nice.
awesome
Dang.
because
I have
like
the smaller one version.
The
of
He's
it.
2i2?
got both,
Focusrite?
actually. Yeah, he's got both.
I had
Yeah.
the 2i2 for a long time, and then I want to start doing like live acoustic sessions,
Yeah.
drums, things like that. So I was like, I got to get
You
more
got-
inputs,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I seriously would love to get you guys over and to
Yeah,
do
we'd
some
love to.
awesome stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever do like just acoustic shows?
All the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time.
What do you
Yeah.
do when you
That's
play
actually when
acoustic?
I do cajon
I love it, love it. Any shaker?
sometimes.
Sometimes.
when he
Yeah.
remembers it.
I was gonna say no. This is
I forgot. There's salt shakers and pepper in most
Dude, you
restaurants.
packed
the
van.
Just bring one of those. Fucking
yeah. Right.
No. But I mean,
What'd you say?
I really don't have
Dude,
any
you were the one who
excuse.
packs the van. How do you forget the shaker? Like,
I've been friends with this guy forever. He does nothing but hand percussion, and he's got djembes, congas, all this.
sweet.
He's got
Nice.
the chimes, little hand special. He's got everything, right? But his prized possession, he takes a pair of Crocs and puts maracas through the holes.
Oh my goodness.
And calls them macracas. No, so as he's like tapping his foot, it's got like the kind of kick type thing, and then he's got his whole. So it's like and it holds down the beat.
Yeah.
But then when he goes to like get his soda, it's just. You know what I mean? Just like all through the restaurant stuff. But it's seriously, it sounds so full when he's doing it. It sounds
I
awesome.
kind of want
you
to
know?
try that.
necessary.
now.
So,
Yeah.
Yes, but
It works.
Crocs I hate with a passion.
I've never
so
had a
you
pair
gotta
of
find
Crocs.
something
No,
else.
I wouldn't wear Crocs.
You know what I do?
In my laces or something.
Duct
Like,
tape.
You know, no.
you
You know
go.
what we always did as pop punk musicians? Because I always just play in my socks anyways. I wear long socks and pop an egg shaker right in the sock, and that
Oh,
way I
yeah.
can
That'd be
kind of like
annoying.
shake my foot if I want to. You know what I mean? It's like if I want to do that little flail, the jazz hands at the end. You know, just having a little seizure. Spasm.
give it a little flavor.
Strange and
little salt and
on the
pepper.
podcast today. But
Wait,
yeah,
really quick.
Go ahead. You know.
Do you play to a click when you play live?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
No,
You
no.
got aspirations.
I was doing that today. We just got backing tracks, and I
For
was
a new song.
for our new songs, and I clicked with them, and we're gonna start practice with them next practice.
It's
whenever
very.
that
It's,
is.
that's what I was gonna ask you guys because backing tracks are so important. Not even so much like if you're gonna do like your own like vocals or whatever, but if you can have like sub drop hits and like little like ambient like
yeah, we
keys
have
and
some
stuff.
of that. We
Yeah.
also have lead in it because she plays mostly rhythm.
Because we don't have another guitar.
Right,
yeah.
You
Is
got
that-
6
is that-
siblings.
Is that something you're thinking
have a
about
crew
for
on
the future?
them.
Is
Oh,
gaining another guitar something you're thinking
I
about?
want to
Yeah.
become like a front woman. Period. Like if I didn't have.
Oh, you want to
learn
take an
how
instrument
do
under your
Not
hands?
even-
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's like like I guess I don't
It's
want to
a
get rid
dream,
of
I
it.
guess.
Yeah, I don't want to get rid of it completely because being a female guitarist has a little bit of pull.
Yeah, but
It
you want to do
does.
it when you want to do it. You know what I mean? You don't want to feel like you
You
have
want
to do
you
it.
you should be
You know
able
what
to
I mean?
front 80% of the show and then like kind of have that one song where like you pull out the
Exactly.
guitar and then like
Just
the
to
band
showcase
comes
that you
back on.
can do it. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like also,
Yeah.
by the way, like I can shred too, just in case y'all forgot.
There's
You know
there's
what I'm saying?
something about show structure too, where like you
Yeah.
start hot and like you got it like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
way, and then you bring
But it
that in like
mixes
80% of the way
Yeah.
through, and then you
Correct.
end with a bang. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of that with song structure too. I didn't understand until recently, and like the first songs we ever wrote were they're just all over the place. That's like that could have been 3 different songs, and we
7
would have.
minutes.
Right, exactly.
yeah.
Like you're like that 7-minute song could have been 3 different 3-minute songs. And then you start to realize like, oh, okay, and then people are hearing the chorus, it's catchy, and then like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's figuring out that structure and figuring out exactly like how you got to lay things out, but it's all part of the process. And I love
It'll
it.
probably
much.
unlock a lot of songs, like a lot of creativity for you too, because like now you can free yourself up from a strum pattern that you're trying to hold
Yeah.
or whatever
Yep.
it is, and you
Yep.
can focus on the song. Like,
Right.
yeah, you're probably gonna just
I think
Jones over
being
that.
able to get up in the crowd and like put the mic out there and kind of like
yeah.
that's
Stage
Yeah.
presence
so
big
important.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have one song now where I don't have to play guitar at all, and it's definitely, I didn't realize how much of a comfort zone having something in front of me was.
Oh yeah.
You know?
You're
So-
grabbing the mic. You're like, what do I do with my hands?
Exactly.
Right?
But
Yeah.
It's
without
kinda
it, and
weird.
I'm like, it's only been 3 times, but this past show, I finally broke through that barrier, and I was like, okay, if we want to
It
do
did
it,
feel more
yeah, I was
comfortable.
like, if we want to do this for a living, I'm not taking a year to get comfortable. You
Right.
know what I mean? So I just did it, and I was like, there we go. You
Yeah.
know, but it was so awkward. The first time I put away with the car, I'm like, I stood there. I literally stood there.
Yeah, I
saying,
remember
Yeah.
looking at Meredith and she just being like,
Is the guitar part
Yeah.
on the backing track?
No, we just
it's,
do a
It's
straight
called
up-
Roots.
you got no roots from my home was never on the
Oh, okay.
ground. The
Yeah,
Alice
so it's like
Merton
a
one.
really like bass and
Drum
like
driven.
drum.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's a pretty cool
Oh,
song.
that's dope.
Yeah.
So
Well, there you go.
only
Broke
have
the ice.
You
just-
know that
just
song.
bass
Yeah,
and
yeah.
drums the entire time and
Yeah.
vocals.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys sound huge for 3 people. I was in a
Yeah.
3-piece band for a while, and it never did anything for me.
That's interesting.
Because
that you say
we
that.
sounded thin though. I just didn't sound like you guys sound. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What we were playing
Interesting.
covers, different genre of music in
Yeah.
general, but
I will say
it's
though
hard
that-
to sound ginormous like
That's
that.
why
It
we're starting
is.
to add just a little bit of backing tracks to add that little bit of taste.
A
in
Yeah.
lot
there.
of people
That
say
little
that
bit
we
of
have to
fullness.
like because we want to be
Yeah.
like metal, like we have to
Yeah.
add
Mhm.
like that
Little bit of
extra,
rock,
like
yeah.
just
Yeah.
beefing it up a little
That
bit. So.
that little ominous, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have the
And not
ambiance.
enough to be like, oh, they barely were playing anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just
Right.
that little bit of, oh,
Yeah.
that's tasteful. Oh, that built out the
Mhm.
sound that a fourth member would bring.
Mhm.
you know?
Right.
And because you can't take 'em- you guys say you do a lot of acoustic stuff, so obviously you won't be doing backing track stuff with your acoustic
Correct.
set.
Right.
So the
Yeah.
song still's got to be the song.
Yeah.
As long as you can play your music without them.
Mhm.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like if
yeah.
they're
We
there
do
to
now,
enhance
so-
it. Right,
Enhance
exactly.
it,
Like
that's the exact
it's
word.
there to enhance it, not to
Right.
carry you guys
Right.
to be able to play it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
That's
it's
a good way to look at it.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched a band once that I love, and then I was like, "Wow, that's awesome," And then she left the mic and didn't get back in time, and her normal voice came through, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Weird.
You,
That's
see, you
that.
see that so much with the hip hop scene. It's like they'll literally just like put a CD in and play it over the speaker, and then they'll
Yeah.
have an active mic that they can sing over if they want to.
yeah."
But if they don't sing it,
There's
that
dancers.
whole song is gonna play. It's
Yeah.
crazy to me. They
Yeah,
don't
that's
even like
not-
cut the vocals so that like they can take it.
Yeah, I
it's so
know.
weird. It's so
And I'm
weird.
a vocal person, so I love hearing it live. You know?
Yeah.
And so when I don't, I'm like,
Well, you get to hear
Right.
those little differences too. You know, the
Exactly,
breaths
yeah.
and it's it's awesome.
that energy that comes from
Mhm.
it.
Oh, definitely.
What do you guys have coming up this way?
I was gonna say, you at 3C Bowl anytime soon?
Yes.
'Cause that's-
March 11th, we were just added that night. So 3C
Mhm.
Bowl, March 11th. Anti-violence is a Saturday. I don't know when this goes
This
up.
Saturday?
This Saturday.
This
yeah.
hopefully we'll have this up by tomorrow. We'll see.
Okay, because we still have
Sweet.
tickets available. It's $20 per person, 16 and under. Are free.
Where is it?
Maggie's on the road.
Oh, it
Maggie's on
Is
the-
it
yeah.
on the 3rd floor? Is that where it's at?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'm trying to.
How about this
think.
summer? You guys got anything going around here this summer?
I think we're basically gone this.
I was like, we're looking to be pretty gone. But I hope we'll be back for like the Cream Cheese Festival in Louisville.
Cool.
Where do you guys feel like your balance lies? Like, do you feel like right now you're more focused on playing live than you are recording more songs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
that's awesome.
Um,
You feel like you have enough recorded to where like now you can play and there's
No. We started a thing called More on Monday, which is our practice for Monday, and we sit down and we write. So it actually gets me writing, because I write a lot, and then I'll bring it to him, and then we'll work it out from there. My sister
Yep.
is
oh he's
just
sitting
now
on some
starting to
hot
write.
shit, Meredith. He's made that very clear.
Yeah,
he's
like,
he's
who
got
knows?
some lyrics in the works, you know.
He's like, he's like, when did I say that?
Yeah. We're gonna talk after without me. Don't you worry.
But it's kicked us into actually writing more often, and
Cool.
then especially
A
if we're
lot
going to be
more.
gone this summer, we're hoping to record by like October and get some songs out in the rest of the year and then next year. Because when we play out, our whole goal right now is exposure, and the
Mhm.
more we play out, obviously, the more you get that. And our following continues to grow, whether we play to 1 people or 1,000 people. You know, so
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a great way to think about it.
And not only that, you guys get better every time you play.
Yeah.
Whether it's to one or like you
Exactly.
just getting
Yep.
the reps in.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
was gonna say the reps. Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Noth-
breakthrough though, when we went on tour, there were a couple times where there was nobody but the tour people, right? Well, there might be 1 or 2 people, but we had to get past that mental block of we need to perform no matter who's there the same way.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so after that, like Lise really grew being gone the entire month.
Yeah,
And
it was awesome.
yeah, she went from moving a little on stage, maybe swaying forth,
She's
back and
definitely
forth
timid.
to taking,
Good for her.
You guys were headbanging in the music video when you
Yeah.
guys were playing at the cemetery, or
Yeah.
I forget
Yeah.
the.
That's Future, I
The
think.
song's
Yeah, that's
Nope.
the
Is it-
one we just put out
Yeah.
Friday.
Okay,
The one I watched, you guys were in a room and you had like the sheet backdrop behind you and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, that was the very first one we ever
Fut-
did.
Shadows.
The
Okay.
editing is so bad.
Who was the bassist for that one?
That was our old bassist.
Okay,
Ian.
I was gonna
Yes.
say because you had short
He
hair
changed.
Yes.
at the point.
Yeah.
Because I thought, don't take offense. I thought you and the bassist looked very similar with like
a
the
lot
short
of
hair.
people, yeah.
And I was like, oh,
They
it's
would
the
call
same
us-
person.
Oh,
And then they had to
okay.
wait until they had like an older, because I
wish I could play bass. That'd
because
be sick.
well because I saw like the individual drum shot and then I saw the individual bass shots and I was like,
yeah.
oh, it's the same person. And I
Until you saw
told
the
all
group.
the band members like it's just the two,
Yeah.
And then they go, no, look, they're both in that clip. Like it's the drummer and the like. This is a full band clip. I was like, oh shit. I guess they're
You know, it's
thinking.
funny. People called us a sibling band all the time. And we just stopped correcting them, because at that
Yeah.
point, because they would hear siblings, and we were siblings, and the bass was just like, well, like,
Yeah.
what are you
Right,
gonna
yeah.
do?
At that point.
But-
Dude, you
Yeah.
could totally play bass. A C is so much easier on bass than it is on guitar.
I mean, I just never picked one up.
Yeah.
Well, you can't.
We
use
got
mine
one
now.
somewhere.
I had
It's probably,
a
it's
great
probably with
bass.
those guitar stands.
Yeah, right.
I let my sister use it until she got her own. My sister is very hard on things, and she doesn't mean to be. Like, she genuinely doesn't mean to be, so you can't blame her for it. But I got it back, and there's masking tape across the back. The screw is broken off on the bottom. There's a big
Oh.
gouge on the side, and I was like,
What kind of bass was it?
She's playing the
An
hell out of that
Ibanez.
thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I was like,
She's
wait,
She's a
walks
rock
upstairs, she's
star.
like,
It's metal,
But
dude.
the problem, like,
She's like,
clocked
do you
me
want me
the
to be
face a
in your
couple
rock
times."
band as a bassist? Because I will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
this
you need
is what-
you need to let me be me, okay?
You need to let me. You need to let me out of the cages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Meredith gets to do all the fun stuff. She gets to do the taxes. She gets to do this.
The scheduling.
Can I just have
Let me
this?
smash the equipment for God's sake.
Yeah.
What's it matter if she can play if she can't guitar swing? You
Right.
know?
Yeah. Like,
She
yeah,
wants
no,
to.
exactly.
I told her she couldn't do it with mine until
Yeah.
she got her own.
So now she's like, all right.
No, she is. We're getting
Bet.
locking straps, and she's been like, okay,
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome.
She's really
Good.
gonna send it.
she's gonna
That's
do
so
it.
much to
Whoa.
commit to.
Good
It's
for
so
her.
scary.
That's a tough thing to learn too, especially with the bass. Like guitar's like
Bass
a
is-
little bit lighter. Bass are heavy,
Yeah.
bro.
I even have like my guitar is like super thin,
Mhm.
and she chose
What do you
like
play?
the heaviest, and Ibanez S series.
Okay,
Um,
that's right.
Yeah, it's tiny, which works for me because I'm not that very big either.
Right, no doubt.
But I've had people pick it up and be like, "Huh," and I'm like,
But how old did you say your sister was? Who's playing this?
16.
16? And
Yeah.
she's about to sling a bass around her shoulders?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do it.
Badass,
Yeah,
bro.
it is,
You know what I'm
man. That's
saying?
what I mean.
Here's the
The
funny
badass
dedication to
as
the
fuck.
craft is respectable.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she is. Sometimes she is very athletic, right? Sometimes, like we'll be across the room, and like I'm the person who always like catches things, right? Be like,
Christian's
Lise,
very
can you
athletic.
throw me this? And sometimes it's like 12 meters to my like.
With your hands or in the eyebrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, but then. No, but
Just
then.
quit being the dead horse laugh. We're over this.
Sorry, my
but
bad, my
then
bad, kid.
Sometimes she will like ping you. Like she will whip it at you. Like I've had water bottles like flung and hit me in the side of the head. I'm like, where did that come from? She just like gets an arm out of nowhere. And so like,
What is
when-
Joe Montana in here? You guys don't know Joe Montana.
No.
We shouldn't know who Joe Montana is.
Yeah, that's true.
So like her swinging a bass around is like a little.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So,
cool. It's gonna
I-
look
I'll
wicked
credit
cool
to
on
her.
stage.
So,
Yeah.
For sure.
Does she
No.
do any writing in the process? Lyrically?
she's
or-
Not yet.
She actually just learned how to write last year in first
Yeah.
grade. So
You know what's funny? That's a side trail. She's written 80 to 100,000 word novels.
Yeah.
Like,
what?
she won't let me read them, but she's written them.
Okay. Wow.
But that takes commitment, man.
You got to read those.
I know.
I
And
bet
she
they're
hasn't
great.
written lyrics yet, but she's just started on bass lines. Well, she started experimenting. You know what I mean? So I'll kind of take it and be like, all right,
That's
let's put
where
this
it
into a
starts.
rhythm.
Hey,
Yeah, right.
Meredith,
But she's
enjoy
doing
it while
well.
you can, because I thought I was hot shit. And then my brother started showing. My younger brother was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I've been writing some songs." I'm like, "Oh, that's cute." Now he's the best songwriter I know.
Yeah.
And I'm terrible.
It's-
so
I
it's
can't-
wild.
pathetic.
You're
It's
not,
like
you're
I-
not terrible.
yeah.
He's exceptional.
I know.
He's really
I
good.
know.
You have
That's
to send me
awesome.
some. Like, I'm excited to hear
Yeah,
it.
no, yeah, for sure. We'll definitely. Well, this won't be the last time. You know, we'll get together. We'll definitely do some stuff.
What do you say, you guys? Want to wrap it up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Undefeated. Thank you guys so much.
Seriously,
Thank you for
appreciate
coming.
it.
This
Thank
was
you.
a blast. This was
Yeah,
so much fun.
so much
guys.
fun.
This was fun.
We're definitely gonna end up playing that song if you guys can get it to me,
Yeah,
you know, and
absolutely.
whether you have like a album art or we can literally just, you know, kind of go to a black screen. We can figure something out. But
Okay.
but
This
thank-
album art I did myself, and it's crappy.
That's
but
the
the other
best.
ones were much better.
But it's real. you
It's
know?
real.
Yeah.
Well, we had this
Real
vision.
crappy.
We had had this vision, and we're like, okay, cool, okay, this is pulling together, and then we put the logo on top. We're like, ooh.
Wow.
The problem was we had
You
to
should
release
see-
Hit
it
our boy
tomorrow.
up. Text
so.
Brody, man. Brody can
Yeah.
come up with
The
some really
visions
cool
that
things for
I've
you guys.
had, because I'm not an artist, right? So the visions that I'll draw like 2D, like I want this here, this here, this here, and then
Yeah.
I send it to a real artist,
Yeah.
and when it comes back, I'm always like, good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Worth every penny
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
some, you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
But
man.
for sure.
But thank you guys so much, man. This
Yeah,
was, this
Undefeated.
Was wicked cool.
yeah, check out Undefeated. You guys are all on probably
Yes.
TikTok, Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram, all over the
Instagram,
place.
YouTube, all of that.
Spotify.
Can you
Yep.
find you
all
guys
that.
at Undefeated, or do you
Undefeated
have
official?
Undefeated Official?
Yep,
On
same
Instagram,
thing
right?
on everything.
Okay.
Undefeated official.
Awesome.
Yep.
And after the next couple months, you guys aren't going to be around anymore, so make sure you go to Maggie's and check them out this
Yeah,
Saturday.
seriously, it only takes
Coming
one.
up.
Only takes
Okay,
one.
what time's your slot?
6:55.
Oh, that's the
I was gonna be
That's the
working.
best slot.
That is a good slot.
I might show up to that. I'm gonna see what's
You
going on
should.
with that.
If you don't, we know where you live now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck.
He's got a yo-yo and he knows how to use it.
If I don't clock myself in the head first.
Yeah, right. He's
But
just
no, for real,
sitting in
guys,
this room, passed out with a yo-yo in his hand, like, fool me once.
But
Fool me once, yo-yo.
but no, for real. When you guys are, whenever you're not on the road, come back anytime. We'd love to have you guys.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
seriously.
Sweet.
This
Thank
was
you so
really
much.
Fun. We enjoyed it.
oh, we're glad you had a good time.
Roll the credits.
Roll.
We got a couch.
Cool thing, it pulls out. I know.
It's out there fucking.
You know what I'm saying?